Hi everyone, welcome to Greek 1. My name is Max Lee and I'm professor of New Testament at North Park Theological Seminary. I've been teaching at the seminary since 2006. Prior to coming to North Park, I had taught 3 years at Wheaton College and 1 year at Westmont College. I'm married and I'm an empty nester. Both my kids are out of the home. One is graduated from college already and in the working world, and the other is a college student his sophomore year. I wanted to get in touch with you and just say hello, and I wanted to give an intro to Greek 1. And this class is the first time I'll teach in what I call a flipped classroom. A flipped classroom is when most of the instruction is done online, and then when we meet in person for the on-campus students or on Zoom for the online students, these will be Greek tutorials, where I'll have assumed you've already gone through the course shell module and have gone through the instructional videos. And you're already studying the Greek. And by the time we meet on Tuesday, you will have worked through all the material, done the homework, and really we're going over the homework in our tutorial sessions, face-to-face if you're on campus, in Zoom if you're online. I'll be answering questions. I'll also have office hours during the week that people can drop in. And so for the flipped classroom, it's really important that as you preview the Greek course shell and go through the pre-instructional module. There is, before module 1, there is a intro or orientation module where you'll be instructed to download a Greek keyboard so you can type in your answers on the online quizzes. You'll review all the Greek study tools that you'll be needing. One of the things I also find really important is tutoring students through how to set up a regular schedule of study. This is one class you can't cram. If you do try to cram the material and do a Monday night special before the Tuesday quiz, it will be a sure formula for non-success, real struggle and heartache. And one of the things I'm hoping that we can do right from the beginning is to set some hours throughout the week. I'm entitled for a 3-hour course for you to have anywhere between 6 and 9 hours outside the classroom devoted to the study of Greek. Now I know that many of you have taken 3-hour courses and not having to commit that much time to the course, but this is a language course, and according to the Carnegie Mellon formula for fair academic work, for every 3-hour course, instructor can expect anywhere between 6 to 9 hours outside of the classroom. So please be prepared. I would carve out of your schedule a 2 to 3 hour block 3 times a week for you to study Greek. Talk with family and friends and church. Make sure that those blocks of time are non-negotiable and that you're allowed to study, barring emergencies. Space your time out. Greek is something that requires repetition, regularity, and commitment, and I know you can do it. In this last word, I wanted to explain why Greek is important before you go to the pre-instruction modules. Let me share a story from my friend who tried to start a church plant in New York. He did not know the coffee lingo for New York City, so when he went into the coffee shop and he made his order from the coffee barista, he asked for a cup of coffee with light cream and light sugar, and to his surprise, the coffee barista poured in a ton of sugar, a ton of cream. That's not what he wanted. He tried to explain, I want very light cream, very light sugar. And the barista said, well, why did you say so? And he puts even more sugar and more cream. And he finally figured out that what he wanted to order for in New York City was called dark coffee. Dark coffee is a little bit of cream in volume and a little bit of sugar in volume. And when he said light cream, light sugar, in New York, it refers to the color of the coffee. So if you say light cream, light sugar, they're going to put a lot of cream and sugar to make the color of the coffee as light as possible. If you say very light cream, you're going to need even more sugar and more coffee. Now, the reason why I said that was because while my friend was thinking one thing, the coffee barista was thinking something else. They were using the same words, light sugar, light cream, but that meant something different to the barista and different to my friend. And so they were speaking the same words, but they didn't have a common language. And this is why Greek and Hebrew for the Old Testament is so powerful. Our goal is to build a common language with the writers of the New Testament, so that when they use words like faith, we don't think one thing while the New Testament writers are thinking something else. And that has to be learned. And the Greek vocabulary, syntax, and language allows us to not only understand what the New Testament writers are speaking, but I hope in the end you'll become betters and preachers and teachers of God's Word. So that when the New Testament, for example, talks about faith, we know that the New Testament writers are not talking about easy believing or cognitive acceptance of facts, but whatever faith is in the New Testament, it will cost you your whole life. It demands complete trust and surrender. And without a full surrender to the object of your faith, in our case, our object of faith is Jesus Christ himself. Without that full surrender, we really don't have faith. And so this, among other things, will allow you to read the New Testament with greater fidelity and hopefully preach and teach it powerfully. So one little coaching note to encourage you that this class is important, and I'm looking forward to our semester together.